Margaret Court, well, she's at it again. First she said she'd boycott Qantas because of Alan Joyce, the CEO's stance on same-sex marriage. Now she's come out on, and I think I've got this right, Vision Christian Radio and said that, and I'm quoting a little...
Vision Radio.
Vision Radio.
Vision Christian. Vision Christian.
Something terribly
oxymoronic.
Yeah. She has said, just some outrageous things. Homosexuality is a sin, she says. It's an ungodly, and I quote, lust for the flesh. Gay tendencies in young people were, and I quote, all the devil.
It's the devil.
Then, of course, as these sorts of people often do, they've got to bring in a bit of Hitler and communism. Just like Hitler and communism did, she says, this is basically a plot to get in the minds of children.
Oh, God, it's very... What a conspiracy. What a conspiracy.
I don't even know where to start.
Is this even worthy of controversy? You know, that's just some insane rant. How old is this woman?
74.
She's 74. Is she just going, fuck it? You know?
I'm going to open up a can of shit today.
Well, it's interesting actually because the context is important, and I think that this has sort of been glossed over in this discussion because, you know, it's sort of led, the initial call for the boycott of Qantas has led to people calling for a boycott of the Margaret Court
Why does everyone give a shit if she doesn't want to fly Qantas anymore? That's her choice.
Yeah.
You know what? It's not a big deal. I mean, let her say what she wants to say. And this is what people sort of throw up their arms and go, I can't believe she said that. She's one person.
I know.
You know, and if she wants to say it, let her say it and let her move on. She'll be gone soon anyway. She's 74, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really even matter. I don't know why anyone gives these issues the air that it doesn't really deserve. I mean, it's just one person. It's just like someone down the street saying these sorts of things and you wouldn't even really take notice of it. Who cares if she's a former tennis champion? The only issue is that one of the courts at Flinders Park, I think it's still called that.
Is it the Margaret Court Court?
No, it's the Margaret Court Arena. And Andy Murray...
That's a missed opportunity.
It is a missed opportunity.
Andy Murray actually came out this week and he said they really need to sort it out in time for the Australian Open, which is ages away. But a lot of people have come out and pretty much told her to get lost and they want to change the name of the court. I don't know if that's going to do anything. I think by doing that, you're sort of exhibiting some of her traits. You know, you're excluding people, whereas basically... You've just got to let things be, and you know what? You give it enough air, it'll become something big enough. If you don't, it'll just go away, and that's all you got to do. If it's not important, and if you think that she's totally out of line, well, then don't give it any attention.
I know. Maybe we shouldn't really talk about it for that reason.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Well, you brought it up.
I did bring it up. But
brought it up.
one thing I thought was interesting is it's all become about boycotts, you know, because it's become a big thing in the last, say, 6 months or so. You know, with the Cooper's Brewery boycott. Then with the Kendall Jenner, the Pepsi threat of that being boycotted, and now this.
At least that's a material boycott, though. It's like, I'm boycotting your name.
That's what I was thinking. I think that's right. I was thinking, well, it's not as though Tennis Australia has come out and said these things, so then you go, I'll boycott the Australian
They've been
Open.
quiet about it, mind you.
They have been quiet about it, which is...
That's a wise decision, probably.
Well,
I don't know. I mean...
Maybe they should not say anything about it, but regardless, I mean, do people actually think everyone's going to agree with what they think? No. Who cares?
Well,
Move on.
The context is important, though, and because I was doing a bit of digging around on this, and thanks to Pauline Pantsdown on Facebook, I came across this. I don't know if it is the real Pauline Pantsdown. I assume it is. But apparently when... so this is in 1970 when Arthur Ashe was denied a visa.
Ashe.
To South Africa because, you know, they were in the midst of apartheid and he was denied a visa because he's black. She apparently didn't seem to have a problem with it, apartheid at all. And she reportedly said, and there was an article in which she was reportedly held to have said that South Africa have this thing, which I think she means apartheid, better organised than any other country, particularly America.
That's it. I've changed my mind. Fuck that. I'm sorry, Margie. I'm sorry. That's really fucked up.
But, you know, she said that in 1970, and then there's another other comments that she made along those lines in the context of the Arthur Ashe controversy, and she still got her, you know, the tennis court named after her.
Yeah.
So I sort of,
that's true.
That's
I mean,
I
get it.
You know, what's
Why
it
do
about?
people give a shit if people want to marry each other? Who cares what they do? Why is it such an issue for
don't
people
know.
personally and emotionally? Why do they get so uptight about it? Just let people live. Let them do what they want to do. No one's hurting you. Let them be.
I know, let them be. It's not like anyone's forcing her to marry Martina Navratilova or something.
Yeah,
you know?
well, yeah.
Maybe she secretly wants to.
Maybe she does.
Maybe she does. But anyway, Margaret Court, she's just... I think she's not going to stop. I think she'll just keep going. She's got a bit of taste for a
it's
little
not
bit of
that-
controversy.
You know, it's not like she's come out. People have listened to her on that Christian radio station and then written an article about it. So, I mean, it's not like she's come out and said, hey, listen to what I have to say. I'm holding a press conference. I hate you and you and you and you. It's like she's going about her daily life. She's doing what she's doing. And people are listening and they're paying attention and then they're grabbing what they want and they're moulding it into a story. So, look, I don't know. I mean, for all the things said in the world, are we going to pay that much attention to every little thing that other people say?
I agree. And especially in this context, when the church that she is now, basically she founded, which is called the Victory Life Centre in Perth. She founded in 1995. She's a pastor there. I'll tell you what the purpose of this church is. So have a think about this and we'll wrap it up on it. It's a church whose purpose is, and I quote, to train an army to take this city and nation for Jesus.
Wow.
So when you've got that as context,
That's extremism.
Black power.
it's a bit of extremism. So thanks for that, Margaret Court. We'll look forward to hearing you say
Yeah,
something
Margie. See you soon.
more outrageous next time.